y'all want to be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you got to hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check and took off. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call, for real. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Reuben Foster in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback. And that philosophy works for them very well.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, it's right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. They go play action here on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll look to throw again. He spins through. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down.
Flex round! Flex round!
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? They'll look to throw here. Flush to his... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
11, 11. 6.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Hurry up! Hurry up! 6. Flag! Take it. Go, go. 12, now you go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. On the left side, Gallup's got it. A good pickup there, a 22. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Garoppolo to throw on second down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Dante Pettis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gould now out to kick it away. Now it's Wilson. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go. Here we go. Ohio! Ohio!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll set up to throw. Complete to right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. goes DeForest Buckner in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific, because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
21, 21. 13. Go ahead.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Taken in at the 11. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead, not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's 2nd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
14! White 14!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
11.
As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That goes for a gain of 31. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
I got you.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Go ahead.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Garoppolo. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Garoppolo, maybe a free play. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10.
11. 6.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On On second down, here's Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
13, 12. Go ahead. 12.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Flushed out right. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that player is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
21.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
13. 12.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal.
11, 13.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Cool Wick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Flex round.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey. Ohio.
McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And we're back now in Charlotte. of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Hut! Hut!
Back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to take over. At the 39-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Flex round! Flex round!
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They'll drop the throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Garoppolo on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Go ahead. 11, 6, 6. Make it go, go. 6, 6. 11.
Garoppolo again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. 6, 6.
Now Garoppolo got to have this one. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Hurry up, hurry up. 11. Go ahead.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Pass, there he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it. And this is where you right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
McCaffrey following the penalty. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Carolina. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll run with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On the ground, McCaffrey gets past one man. McCaffrey with the 1st down and more. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge 3rd down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch. Late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line. But you also know what happens, too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier, there's usually plenty of room to run.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Carolina, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Fears, so curtailed in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my should check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you try to now. Look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. Praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a lot of abusing this deer. I hate to do